7:22, my grandma died. Seagulls over the Chelsea Hotel. 7:23, I need another year and another 20 grand. 7:24, played by Michael Wincott, Tony Saragusa. I think it's significant your lucky number is 26 and mine is 27. 7:25, Lazy Susan. Be that as it may. 7:26, Lethal Enforcers. The root of all eviction. Tan Mom. Star Smile Strong. Tokyo Drift Shopping Cart. Medium Cool. My Gun Dirty. Rosehip and Acerola. Running on Ice is what your hair reminds me of. Brooklyn Bound 1. Human Relations to Molasses to Barfreda. In my pants, Stripes and Heat. He devoured my book mentioning Brian Gyson, then politely ignored my Bowery outbursts. This is 3rd Avenue. The North Face. Probably my best work. Pieces for the computer. Tried to steal it first. That's not fair. How I wasted this year. A poor person can't afford to waste time. You see her and you can smell that she smells good from across the car. Copper rose petals, moves like a stripper or a panther from Oyster Bay to Rockaway Beach, toned down to around 80 degrees. 17 days since I've been writing. Elevator loose on the platform. See or be seen. Killer be killed. Seller be sold. Buyer beware. She found my notebook, then called me 2 days later. Then Mary didn't text me back. Maybe we could get together this weekend. I was too careful. I was not careful enough. Jersey trash are my audience. They are not an audience, they're just people. An ounce lasts 4 weeks, an eighth lasts 5 days. I was running out of road, I was running out of breath. Fame was anywhere you could find it. People were grabbing frantically for handfuls of it. Montrose, then Morgan. Twins from the old days. McKibben Lofts are still standing. We instilled some real estate value while we could. Next stop, Forehead Avenue, Maria's. Danger is in my paintings. Our cheeseburger doesn't grill on the internet. King Arthur Disco. Imagine this is a potato. I was clipping hedges at a hedge fund. The bathrooms were full of showers. Gertrude cut strudel at Zabar's as apprentice before advancing career-wise to meat. Left flank sprained. I am a mime. Transmitted through the body. Hylas resembles Grotowski. Guesses 71 cause spent 2 years opening up psychically in Midtown. Could make a great film with my psychosexual nemesis and friend from high school. Disturbing the peace at Blockbuster Video. Slow train to Bedford Avenue. Kept wiping his nose with a kerchief. Is he on coke or what? Speaking Yiddish. Eyes sting from hot lights. This dude is macking on this chick to my left. Gas prices fluctuate. Can I sit by you? He gets up and moves across the aisle to join her in the two-seat between the end and the door of the car. Feedback engineer wiping chips on my backpack. The EP of Cheaters, where the guy gets stabbed. Maybe he'll pay for it if I act as tour guide. Saturday night performs. I could have it all. I choose Canucci Creek, a lazy river around my problems. Next and last stop, I'll finish it when I get home. $7.27. Nerve digs. Death and fire. Fountain slap. Bailiwick wide awake. Uncle Pat painting the interiors of an apartment complex for the last time. $7.28. LSD soda. Alrosa Villa. The Lotus Eaters. This absolutely must happen. Tell you it gets old. 7:29. Do I love you like Earth? Great Big Nothing Burger. Lunch special. Can you smoke weed for your job? Gonna need all the help I can get. Everybody does everything when the ice cream is broken. It is better to do something than to not do something. 7:30. Recycling yogurt containers by putting them through the dishwasher so they can be used as drinking cups. Takoyaki balls, cupcakes full of octopus. 10-year-old movie ideas that are still good. Dual shake cones, went outside, bought food enough for today. RC Cola and Poland Spring mini bottles, a lot of confused. Thumb toward the messenger. Sellout lamb, overly rich. Arty TV show. Outtakes from the gross revenue. Room collection, Sky Talk. Fold it up, roll it up, one or the other. Walk on a nervous breakdown. What time do you get beat up at the school assembly? Chardonnay flair, smart ballpark. No rules. Outwardly untowards. Life's been good to me so far. Tough love sends dockets of khakis and sashes. Bachelorette party rehabilitations. Pedal bars on the waterfront. I was such of no account. Derelict reporting for duty. I depended on her. Dollars to donuts. In the oldest cautionary tale there is. Tortoise and the hare. I am the hare that loses, blowing natural ability in a miles-long head start or advantage to begin with. Herald Square always plays Jay-Z, Alicia Keys. We talk about everything. Our people stories, our memories people. Rounded up and double back. Commit 7 mid-walk in the no team. Senior year, empty EMT. Slide into the DMs like I'm Ricky Henderson along for the ride. 7:31. Children's story. Eat my bad behavior. The problem will manifest. Constant anxiety about, am I doing the wrong thing? Is there some better event? Or did I waste my time? Should I go to the reading across town or play this open mic where I already am? 2 drink minimum. It's the American way. Customer member of the bar show, tuning guitar. Decided to stay since I'll get my picture in the paper. And I already brought it. Phoenix tomorrow, obsessed with my schedule. 2 blocks south. Penn Station, MSG. My plan backfired and didn't show. Missing RR's reading, but that girl at the bar did poems. Premonitions of what's to come. Love line, AC/DC, Kenny Powers. An open mic is the best thing you can do in life. 2 to a scooter. Fine Young Cannibals cover to start things off. She drives me crazy. Double PBRs, $5. He'll hold one at the bar. $1 tip, so it's 6 to play. Fitting perfectly. My daily budget. To lead a better life. Oral shots. Thought we'd be right by my house. Going for broke. Do you want to close out? No, keep it open. I should have come yesterday, trying to make up for what I perceived to have missed out on. Lactating, meaning life is so good. The audition didn't even show up to me, so the point of this appearance didn't even work out. Oh well, at least it's stage time way down the list. Is that one of your songs? It's a work in progress. She's not even here, whichever comes first. Big main post office, 1 block north, other side of 8th Ave. We live in footprints of dust. Think I'm 8th or 9th on the list. Crushed it, full bar, hootin' and hollerin'. Hyperbaric chamber, counterpoint. August 1st, silent treatment. Dip the harmonica in a glass of beer to loosen it up. May not be good for the harmonica, good for the player. Prose is the new luxury of living. House of Airwalk, you've been had.
on my way to the KGB reading, July 19th. Super excited. I'm already after 6. So I'm hurrying. I hope some people show up and spend money, because this is a risk. This is a risk for me financially to do this. I'm gonna have to find some way to flee the premises if there's nobody there and they don't make any money. I'm gonna have to sneak out somehow. Back door. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. We've gotten some good publicity, sort of. So, it's gonna be awesome either way. I'm super stoked to hear everybody read. That's what it's about for me. I just want to hear people's poetry, to be honest. And gather in a room and say hi to everybody. That's the point for me. So I'm just excited to be doing it.
Two of every plant and animal on earth. I've wondered if the remarkable specificity with which God replicated the world he was about to destroy arose from impulses, archival or nostalgia. The person who describes in annotation and line what is to become of his void and how participates in orthographic projection. Typically someone else completes the transliterative process through which image.
Amazing poets. I really feel as if I'm in the midst of God. So, yeah, without further ado. This is from a series that I've been working on this summer about going to years. There's a lot of distance in our relationship. One of them being he's a Haredi Jew who settled, probably has a wife, I don't know, went to school in Chicago. That's enough about Menachem. All right. My friend Menachem. The twitching began after a pause. Standing next to him, a lull had settled in between the shapes of our mouths. His fingers guided like marionettes possessed by our ancestors' god. They'd move with such ferocity, a cyclone hungry to incorporate all. Grass, tzitzit, paper, pencil. No matter to exist, just Menachem in those hands. To be so negligible, that was all right. To be near another body, that was enough. Besides, it always passed, and then we'd talk. Well, thank you so much.
The right horned flowers, one horn for rearing, another for sitting. Finally, my mailbox is full of uncles. I took a chance on the tone, have some moons over here. The bug tunnels through the morning glory, upside down, unaware of the posted signs. Awful flock of developers rattling their engines against the vines of us. Is this image interesting? Does quantity only calculate what can be taken away? Adult ear infection. The music.
Just make it.
Hold on. Let me take off my shoes too. That is no country. The young running up the stairs. Birds in the trees. Those dying generations at their spawn. Salmon falls, mackerel crowned seals. Fish, flesh, and fowl commend all summer long. Whatever is begotten, born, caught in that sensual music, all neglect monuments of an aging beauty. An aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat on his sleeve, unpleasant.
Baby's recipe, the rain's good news, the miracle's mom, the ring's ass, the jet's style, the hammock's pain, the bear's horoscope, the wheel's anxiety, the light's anger, the anger's cigarette, the joke's family, the chicken's melancholy, the urge's rhetoric, the sea's milk, the lemon's mumbling, the butter's mistress, the chickpea's liturgy, the underwear's dream, the egg's country, the glass's sorrow, the insider's beloved, the water's goodbye, the mariner's homework, the hill's coffee, the kiss's history, the sparrow's grief, the tooth's law, the glass's unreal, the sloth's providence, the stomach's reality, the lily's chapel, the boondog's secret, the marshmallow's liking, the lawn's yawn, the mint's data, the desire's wrestling, the diamond's fodder, the answer's offer, the parrot's lore.
And now has like an amazing dog walking website that has like her little poems posted in a little section called Rose's Ramblings. And everyone, we need to make this like a thing because she's amazing. Okay, this is called Poem for Rose. Rose, were there glory days? When the sun finally ripened 80s velour, cast a sweet square door smacking open, shut, bang. Below, top floors of skyscrapers and fog, bashful. Sing me a song, O buildings, I'll write you verse in return. At this landscape Icarus falls, his last legs splashing slack, knees spun into background, flack. But in this painting, the sound, like the skyscrapers, is afterthought. Tiny figure in the corner, sputtering out of the way. My friend comes by, and she is soaking wet, her umbrella pooling in the hallway. It is raining in April, like it's supposed to. But this week, someone lit the dance party on fire, and the DJ is
over to BTS Bookstore for inspiration and ear to the ground. Watched 2 episodes, Jan, Feb, and March, and April, guess that's 3. Didn't seem like enough. More poetry, more scenes. A hole in May, talked and slept into microphone, 4 hours eating turkey log and 3 different kinds of turkey. Sampling Brunerverse, Dead and Company live at Riverbend. The gig got canceled, so fucking pissed about that. Eckhart Tolle on in the background. Things slip from our control. Loss is an inevitable part of the game. 2 steps forward, 1 gig, rescheduled, but who knows, I got pissy in an email. Sam Shepard did his first plays there, Theater Genesis, Rocks in the Garden. Shaped up hair slightly at night, but everybody's out of town like storms at night. Do you have a light? I'm all out. Tom waits at the top of the register, drinking vodka in my pocket, sneaking...
Right. So this is my new one. This is Tuesday one. That's a good. That one's also new. With these, yeah. This one's durable. Hold on, let me see. It's true. I'm sitting there. If somebody makes me nervous, yeah, you're like,
Where'd you go in Chicago?
I moved to Chicago when I was 27. I got into the Art Institute.
Yeah.
I had no money, but I went. And it was a good time. It was also before the financial crisis happened.
Yeah, right.
So we were I lived in an apartment for $500 on my own.
Sick.
It was amazing.
Those were the days.
We snuck into everything. We broke into pools. I don't know, it was fucking amazing. It was fun, you know, like at the time it was like, we put on a music festival, we like convinced people to give us keys. I mean, it was just like a weird time. Like everybody we were friends with all like moved to Chicago.
Right.
And
It was cheap
just, like, music and all like hungry.
Yeah.
We were just like starving.
Uh-huh.
And we'd all come from like weird places in the United States and had nothing. You know? And then I graduated and $40 I went to New York.
August 3rd, drink tickets. Press the button counting up the day. The manager never has cherries. Dispersing from the bus stop. Sitting in the window at the gourmet garage. Depot lunch counter, I love your precious heart. Pictures of Yuri. I may vomit tears 'cause we can fly. Help the terrorists standing there, throwing Gran Turismo LES. You want to eat in the window, Coach De Palma, appetizer sushi, salmon and avocado roll, happily ever after. Let your hair fall up or down. A bus and 4 stations, elected Novocaine, elective surgery, finding a place to die, tall grass waves in your past. Let your hair spin all around me. House guitar, more vocal in the monitor. Spray tan hose down, cameo sitting in Bleecker Park. Landlord put rats in the walls to get us out. It was irrelevant. Dee Champagne says Gigi Allen was a sweet guy. His gigs at Beowulf on 2nd Avenue were violent, and she hid under the pool table as he threw his shit about the room. Try to witness everything. Fire and ice. We can lie there, drunk at work. August 4th, TV Guide. Dying in obscurity, a star let me in the door, then closed it in my face.
Slightly late.
Wishing you health, wealth, and happiness, even though you wanted something else for you. Is it possible to be any happier? Is it possible to know where the walls meet? Or dream number 5. After the director yells cut, the blood around their mouths getting touched up, make it more crusty. The craft services is terrible, people can't stop talking about it. Ketchup is blood, Party City confetti is shrapnel, mopped up into a pile. The line is, we won't stand for this. We keep saying it wrong. Let's go again. It has to, sound like you actually won't stand for this. Play back the hospital explosion scene where the oxygen supply gets hit and a truly spectacular fireball engulfs the entire ward. There's only enough money to do it one more time. Do you think we'll be done in time to beat the traffic? The actors are too hot, not really paying attention. The studio next door is also doing action sequences with even bigger explosions. Wow, with those explosions, they could see some real box office momentum once again. Management is going to have something to say about the volume of their explosions. Edited in post, haha, no, but really. The extras don't actually know which side they're supposed to be.
But I know I was sad and scared and moving. I was carefree because I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to flinch at she. I didn't know that I was supposed to blush when my GP talked about breast buds and menstruation, but I wasn't supposed to cringe. I didn't know that it wasn't normal to panic when. So I started out as a girl. I started out with whatever, a vulva, labia majora, vagina, all that, and that made me a girl. And it made 13 years of my life boil down to one word, she. And I barely even know what happened to me.
Wasted life in sin, bound my heart with no money. Believe it or doubt it, find out scrambling, better to risk it, but not gambling. In the forest, piss meandering, thrashing my arms to soften the land.
I let him pray for me. I did. And I thanked him. This is about my own personal journey with doubt. It's called Signs and Wonders. Brothers and sisters, let us pray. And if you are not a brother or a sister, you shall not be excluded because language has failed you. Let us leave language behind. Oh Lord, I cannot see your face. It's hidden up. I have proof that God is a clown. First of all, he has a great sense of humor.